This is going to be your basic introduction into using Pixlr for editing. So ideally we'd be in the classroom and we'd be working with Photoshop directly on our computers, but since that is not the case right now, we're using Pixlr, which is a great tool for us that's free to be able to edit our pictures. So first off, when you get to the site, it's pixlr.com. You can search for it based on the name there. You'll want to choose if you want to go to the Advanced Pixlr E or Playful Pixlr X. They both do different things. Advanced Pixlr E is more like Photoshop. Playful Pixlr X is more like an editing app that you might use on a phone. So to begin with, Advanced Pixlr E, you start by opening up an image. These could be images that you find on your hard drive that you've taken to edit with. So this is an image that's already in black and white and everything like that, but I've already edited this one. I just wanted to pull open an image so you could see this next screen. Over on the left-hand side, you've got a lot of different tools. They all do a little something different, and they're pretty similar to what you find in Photoshop, with a few exceptions. Some of the most common ones would be something like cropping the image to get off the edges that you don't want. You might be doing some work with some healing brushes to remove some blemishes or spots, or you might be cloning out part of a picture that you don't want to have there. There's also options to, make certain parts of the picture brighter or darker, and you're going to find a lot of different options to just add a little bit more art into your photograph if you'd like to, layers and such. If you're going to want to make a change adjustment-wise to your picture, you can find that up on the top here in the adjustments area. So this is going to affect the layer that you have highlighted in your layers palette. If you want it to be a separate layer on top of a picture so that you can delete part of the edit, you would do that with adding an extra layer on top. So I'll be going into a few different things about that later on, but for now we'll just go back to the picture layer. And you can see there's lots of options for adjusting your picture within that adjustments area. So here's me just doing a levels edit quick. So let's say that we made an edit and we're happy with how it looks. You'd go down to Save. You'd want to make a name that makes sense to you, and then click Download. Since we don't have the full version of Pixlr, you can pay to have an ad-free version. You're probably going to see some ads pop up over here. You can just close out of this window when you're done. So that's Pixlr, the more advanced version of it, so Pixlr E. But let's go back to Pixlr X here, and you can see how that looks. So it still has some of the same options on the left-hand side here that you'd normally see. To do a change, you can click on a box and it will pop out some options to make some changes. So that's how it looks a little bit different than in the other version of Pixlr. But there's some edits that you can do. Here's a real quick way to make a change with how the picture looks and adjust a lot of different things all at once. So I feel like this version of Pixlr is a little bit more like Lightroom, which is a program that you can use on a computer or even on a phone. But there's lots of options. Here's filters you can add on top. You can change the percentage here to make it affect the picture more or less. So lots of options for you to really change your picture after you've taken it. So again, down here is where you'd find the save option for once you're done editing a picture. So you click on that, and again you can save it down, download it, and then it will be on your hard drive to be able to do anything you want with it. Turn it in or send it to your phone, whatever you want to do. So those are the two versions of Pixlr, and just kind of an initial look at what Pixlr is like.